In this video, I will show you how quick and easy it is to automate your stamp printing process using shortcuts in Forte Export. There's mainly two shortcuts that you need to know to make your flow incredibly fast, and those shortcuts are Command-Option-V and Command-Option-C. Let's take a closer look at what they do. Of course, you can still go ahead and create your prints manually by selecting from the individual tracks or the folders here, but I'm going to show you a method that I like more. I'm in Pro Tools, and let's say that I want to bounce the individual tracks inside my drums folder. There's two ways I can do this. Okay, I'll expand the folder and I'll select the individual tracks within it, and using the shortcut Command-Option-V, then Forte will create a print where it tells me, okay, for print number 1, I'm going to just bounce these individual tracks, which is fine. Now there's another way to do this. And instead of selecting the individual tracks, you can select just a folder, and using the same shortcut Command-Option-V, Forte will create another print. The name was taken directly from the folder, as you can see, but the content is the same as the other one. Okay, crash, kick, snare, and tom, and same as here, crash, kick, snare, and tom. So up to you which one you want to use. Both are equally effective. Let's see now how you can use the other shortcut, Command-Option-C, whenever you want to bounce files and stems as grouped files. So still in my drums folder, just for the sake of this demo, I can select the individual tracks and go Command-Option-C. Forte now has created a third print which contains 4 tracks. You can still go ahead and refine this if you wish to do so. I'll click Save. The difference here is that now these are group tracks, which means that these tracks will be bounced and printed as one single file. And you can tell from the icon as well. If I hover on this one, it says grouped, whereas this one, it says individual. So it's a visual cue to make things even easier. Now the same applies if I want to bounce this routing folder and its content as a single grouped file. Same thing, Command-Option-C. Forte creates another print, same as before. It takes the name from the folder, so drums folder. The difference here, of course, because we used the Command-Option-C shortcut, is that the content of this folder will be bounced as a single grouped file, as opposed to this one, which used the other shortcut, Command-Option-V, to bounce the content as individual files. As a final step, let's see how these two shortcuts behave when we are working with folders exclusively. You can select as many folders as you like, and with the shortcut Command-Option-C, what this will do is it will create a print with the content bounced as a single grouped file. The second way of doing things is with all your folders selected, you can use the shortcut Command-Option-V. And what this does, it will create a print where each folder will be bounced as a single grouped file. So all the tracks in my drums folder will be bounced as a single grouped file, all my tracks in the bass folder as a single grouped file, and so on. And of course, you can still go in and refine your choice if you wish to do so. Now, of course, you can rename your prints. Now, I haven't here. Just for the sake of the demo, I haven't renamed my prints here, but of course, as these prints stack up, and they do it fairly quickly if your project is a large project, like with hundreds of tracks maybe, you want to probably rename these as you want. For example, drums or drums folder. Anyway, completely up to you. And when you're sure about the list of your prints, you can go to Print Selected, and if you want, you can give these prints a base file name. The mix source, select output. Here I can pick my output folder. Now, to output my files to, I'll just use the standard bounced files folder. Select it, and I can start printing my files and all my stems. Now, the good thing about this is even when it's doing its thing, I can still do other things on my computer. I don't have to wait for Forte Export to complete the bouncing process. I can just go, click print, and maybe I can type an email to one of my clients. that's it. So I can do whatever I want, and in the meantime, Forte is completing the bouncing of my files. So as you can see, it's incredibly easy to automate your stamp printing process using Forte Export in just 2 shortcuts.